With the war's been going on for so long now, we're seeing more of these TBIs. It is a serious issue among our combat veterans.
The football field's not the battlefield. We don't want to make that comparison. But the questions that these folks ask after they're injured are very similar. Am I going to return to normal? When is that going to happen? Am I going to be able to play catch with my kids? What am I going to be like in 20 years? My hope with the study, the data set will be large enough and rich enough that it can really help us answer those questions. When the study was announced in May of 2014, we looked at it as a fantastic opportunity to take what we had learned from our concussion clinic and add it to a larger project and really be able to potentially have an impact on the way that the medical community looks at concussions and takes care of concussions.
The partnership with the Department of Defense brings this study to a whole other level, just raises the attention that will be brought to this, the outcomes, and the opportunities from this study.
All of our cadets participate in intramural sports, so there's some exposures there. But I think what's unique is the military, the structured and robust military training that our cadets go through. And so this adds a whole nother level to the data set that we're collecting and allows us to potentially get into the weeds of concussions and even look at potential treatments in the future. So I think this information is of tremendous value to the DoD as well as the NCAA.
These are all going to be officers and leaders in the U.S. Army in the near future. So understanding any effects of concussion on them as they go forward will certainly be applicable to the Army as a whole to understand the burden of that injury down the road.
So as part of the advanced research arm of our study here, we use the HITS system. That's a helmet sensor. So it allows us to take a hit in football to the head and put some objective information behind it.
This guy's taking a pretty big blow to bend his face mask in that way. So 90% of our hits we found are 40 Gs or below. This is our monitoring system. Laptop antenna inside each helmet. You can see the red circles are the sensors for the computer to read the directional hit of the force, the amplitude of the hit, and the rotation of the hit. So the machine tells us we may not have seen it in practice, we may have. We immediately go to the athlete, do a quick evaluation of him, determine if he needs to be further evaluated or if he can continue playing.
I think we're still in the early stages of trying to decide what a hit count might be, but I do think that there will be potential hit counts in the future.
Further into the study, we get longer-term follow-up and have a greater understanding. I think the safety of the athlete will only improve.
I'm proud of the work that we've done here on concussion. I'm proud to be part of this process, and I hope that in some way this research project does help the overall medical community in the way that we look at, we prevent and treat concussions.